Welcome back. We're back again, and this is Your Jerk. Song I made in week 9. Basic. We start with this loop. Has an EQ on it. It has a very, very high cut and a very high low cut. And to just show what it sounds like without it. You can hear that there's loads of this high frequencies. You can't really see it because it's on here, but if I pull it up on here, you see it's all of that. And even though that there's all these mids with the notes, it's just all these ugly sounds. So with the EQ, gets rid of it completely. I wanted to play out a bit because I wanted both of these to play at the same time. So, got the snaps just to introduce it. Pardon me. And then we've got this snare. It's tuned down slightly to a 4.5. No reverbs on it. No levels adjusted. I did it so that it would be in a slightly lower frequency and that it would be able to just blend together better and have the high end really split between them better. And I decided to change up the structure from regular. Instead of it having been another full bar, then the kicks come in. I decided to have them come in mid time, and it is just every 16 bar. And since these hi-hats are now appeared, these four, the snap, the snare, and these two hi-hats here, are all linked to this drum bus here, which only has a little fresh air on to boost the high end. And yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, I used 2 different hi-hats for the drums. Got this one here, and you got this one's just your, just your regular. As you can hear, the velocities are changed throughout, but it is just the same until the 3rd bar, where I added some extra rolls, and these I turned them into 32 bars, I believe it should be. That doesn't mess anything, does it? Let me just double check. Yeah, everything's fine in this department of it. Right. So with the rolls, I wanted a little bit of build up and then drop, so this last note just sticks when it rolls. I don't think anything is on the kick now. Makes it nice. Right, so we've got the 808. In terms of the mod, it's cut off instantly. It's just a completely random 808 that I found. As you can hear. Editing wise, it's really simple. It's just 2 notes. And that is just the same for, I'm pretty sure, the entire song. So I took out the hi-hats here just so, because when that 808 comes in, it brings that emphasis, so that eventually when it goes to the next set of bars and it does come in, you notice the change a lot more instead of it sounding very repetitive. onto the lead. It's just a regular saw lead that I found in the stock. Nothing's changed about it. I did add an EQ onto it. It's very, very similar to the loop, with a lot of these frequencies being taken out. So solo it for you so you can hear what it sounds like without the EQ. It's very programmy, it's very loud, it's very in your face, where with the EQ it gives it that proper analog sound. Like, it makes it sound just a lot more authentic, and it doesn't sound as programmed. Also, it works just a lot better in the mix in general. So if I turn it off and turn off the solo and play it, and then we've got these open hats that I decided to add with the mix. We've got a Valhalla Vintage Reverb on top of it. This is just the regular preset that they give you. I removed some of the mix, I changed the size for it to be bigger, turned up the pre-delay, and I turned a tad bit on the depth, and it just it makes it just sound a lot better. If I solo it and turn off the reverb, oh, forgot to mention as well, it's got a send that's going through it, if I can pull up my mix control, with a Valhalla delay, and with that delay it just gives it just that extra little bit of sauce. It's a very minor delay, so if I mute that for you so you just hear what it just sounds like raw, very boring, just doesn't, like, it just sounds like a very bad quality open hat. But with the delay, I'll mute that. It can catch itself on the delay, so it works very nicely. And then if I turn on the reverb, it just creates more. It just makes it sound less rubbish, and it just makes it sound good. There's no other way to really describe it, and this is what it sounds like with the full mix. I added this little crash. It doesn't have anything on it whatsoever. It's just the most regular crash you ever see, with a little bit of reverb already built into it from the drum kit. And it creates this nice effect, almost like you're pressing a different cymbal on a drum kit from these hi-hats, because you go from these just creates that nice bit of variety for the listener. And then I take all the drums out and just keep the little lead and the loop together for the outro. With the delay that I said that I sent before, I put it through a little automation to increase for this final note, just so that eventually when it does cut out to the final note, it's got an outro. So if I mute it for you and show what it sounds like without it, it just cuts off instantly. It's quite boring. No one likes the sound of that. So with this on, you know, nice. A nice little outro, and it just fades out nicely. Instead of having to loop it and then automate it, just regularly fading out, it naturally fades out on its own. But yeah, mix wise in the master, there's nothing on the master. The brick wall turned off. There's nothing else that I've gone over. Oh, I didn't. The 808. The 808 has was it 48? I think it's decibels. I think that's what it is. Like showing the steepness of it. 27 hertz. Just cuts it off very nicely. Maybe turn it up a little bit. Nah. And a side chained compressor that just gives it that extra compression kick for when every time the kick comes in. So if I display it for you guys, there's no 808, but you can see that it's compressing nothing. But because the kick's there, it's going to compress it anyway, even if there isn't an 808 there. The 808 has one note where there isn't a kick, so it isn't affected. So if I open the kick as well, so you can hear them together. That second note there. It just makes it so that the frequencies aren't clashing with each other and it sounds better in the full mix. So, again, in the full mix. But apart from that, overall, what did I think of the track? I very liked it. I really liked the loop, especially with the EQ that I added on it, because when I first heard it, obviously it sounded like this, and then it just made it like very like dark and mysterious, and I really like that. But yeah, apart from that, that's everything.